Okay, I'm going to speak in my capacity, both personal and as a member of the Anti-Black Racism Network. I want to say a couple of things. First, I want to say that it's pretty absurd that yet again, young black people and black people are holding a press conference to talk about our rights to shape the polity of the city of Toronto. We're not asking for anything. We're taking what we have helped to produce and to make the city. So I want to make that really clear. Secondly, I want to make really clear that the issues that Black Lives Matter Toronto have raised and the demands they have made have a long history within Pride. They have a long history within Pride among white queers who have asked for the demilitarization of Pride. They have a long history among black queers like myself who stopped going to Pride well over 5 years ago when the debate around choir happened. Pride is political. It always has been and it will continue to be. And there's no pride that can be legitimately represent queer people if questions of black lives, black oppression are not central to it, if the question of Palestinian liberation is not central to it, if the question for indigenous justice and decolonization is not central to it, if trans people, living with disabilities, sex workers are not central to it, there's no pride in Pride then. And we want to make that extremely clear. So the demands that BLM has put on the table are legitimate demands that belong right inside the Pride organization. I want to say two other things. I want to echo my colleagues here and say that Matthew Charlatoy's backtracking on his commitment to those demands recalls the moment of Tracy Sandilands, and it recalls the moment of Choir. And I want to send a strong message to the Pride organization that they are headed right into the same kind of debacle that they had a few years back. Because we will not stand down on these demands. They must be clear that we will not stand down on their demands. The police have no place in Pride on floats when they are harassing black youth day in and day out in this gay village, when they even harass people at the Pride itself. They have no business in Pride. That is not to say that LGBT police officers can't march. But we do not need a militarized Pride. And there are many, many people in our community who have made that very, very, very clear. And when you place our black youth at the edge of Pride, at the edge, where there's no security, where rising security had to come and protect them, we see what you're doing. We see your disregard for black life. And we will no longer stand for that. Black people helped to make this city, and we are demanding of this city what we have put into it. Thank you. It has been a part of debates within the Pride organization for more than 5 years. But most recently, it's a part of the community engagement process that Brent Hawks, who went behind queer community back and brokered a regret with the police, have helped to lead. So it's a misnomer that these demands have not been a part of the queer community debate and inside the Pride organization. It has been for longer than 5 years, up to at least a decade.
So then why hasn't it been made a larger deal of and become more?
And it had been made a larger deal of. You guys have short memory. I have to say the media has short memory. When Choir was pushed out of Pride, when they attempted to push Choir out of Pride, the question of militarization was a part of the debate. Let's not forget that. So you guys need to go back and do some homework. You need to go back and do some research. It's all there. It's all in public documents.